Hello, Fear Hippie here is here, and today we are going to talk about what appears on my recent Steam library. Um, so I hadn't been playing DBD too much this week just because I've been so busy with just playing our games lately. I've been playing the finals, I've been playing Warzone, and I've been playing Runescape Dragonwilds, and yeah, I've kind of been getting some what do you call it? Mixed emotions. Like normally DBD is like my favorite game of all time. I absolutely love it. I adore it. It's a game that's brought me the most joy in my entire life. Um, but I've been needing a break from it. So, just to kind of loot things back into DBD, since I've been playing Dragonwilds, after I would come up with a character from RuneScape that you could use as a killer in DBD. I don't have much of a plan going into this video. I really don't. But I'm gonna come up with some ideas off the top of my head because I haven't gotten too far into Dragonwilds yet. I've only played, I think, 45 minutes of the game. Um, but just based off of knowing regular DBD, or not regular DBD, regular RuneScape, because I do play old school RuneScape. I also play RuneScape 3. If I had to come up with a killer based off of a RuneScape character, I feel like I know Dragon is something probably people will immediately go to. I also don't want to make it sound like the Knight too much. I'm kind of processing what I would think would be a good idea. Draugrs are pretty common in DBD. There is a Draugr cosmetic for the Knight. I don't want to feel like him. We don't have wizards. We do not have wizards in DBD. That would actually be an interesting concept. I mean, Vetnus is, I guess, a wizard too, but in like a different way. Um, he's not the typical what you would think of when you think of wizard, I feel like. So that is one way you could go. However, there's also like different races too. Um, one of them I see right there is you can actually use a goblin. I think a goblin killer could be pretty interesting. With an axe, you could make a killer that throws the axe and hits you on the second strike. Kind of like a off version of a projectile killer. I think that would honestly. What else can you do to make them unique? So you can make them like a boomerang character. You can also make them so that they do like. You know, that would be cool. Have them mix in between Huntress, but as a boomerang, and then as Trickster, and just having a combo those different elements. I think that would probably be the best solution. Come up with an original character in a game. Um, yeah. I want to see a boomerang character in DBD now that I think about it, because we don't have a boomerang character. And not like necessarily using the boomerang, but just some type of projectile that works off of. Um, oh, I got a cool idea. Okay. So if I had to make a character based off of RuneScape Dragonwells, I would probably make it after a goblin because a goblin is a unique creature we have not seen in DBD. I feel like if you put on maybe even a skull mask, that would enhance the scariness. Goblins are just kind of scary to begin with, especially in like shows like Goblin Slayer, where the goblins do terrible things to the female. That's how they reproduce, and I'll leave it at that. I can't say too much. It's a very, very horrific story on that. Um, so I think based on a goblin would be a best idea. Then you add in a boomerang mechanic where you cannot injure on the first hit, but you injure on the reverse swing, so pulling it out. It's almost kind of like a trap to a degree, where you kind of push people into the zone and then they get hit from reverse. I think that would be a really, really cool idea. And then also making it so it works kind of like Moon Knight's ability in Marvel Rivals. So Moon Knight has the ability where if he slings his projectile at you, it basically causes increased AoE damage the more people are grouped together. I think if you alternate between those modes and kind of make the AoE boomerang have a tick like the Trickster knives, I think that would be a really unique concept that could be added to DBD and provide some type of some more variety in a killer roster. And I know behavior; they love their projectile killers. And I think it would be a cool one. Because it kind of does work as almost a trap killer to a degree. Because you can stick it into an object and stay in the object, and then you pull it out when you want it. So yeah, I think that would probably be the best idea. And I've also talked about my experience about RuneScape Dragonwilds right now. So far, I really have been enjoying the new RuneScape game. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a blast just roaming around the map and looking at different things. I think I need to find some type of filters because what I'm doing right now is this is just the basic stuff, but it looks extremely phasey or hazy, and everything looks like there's a constant bonfire going on at all times. I'm not sure if it's a bloom. I'm not sure what else is going on with it, but something is making it look hazy, and I hate how it's looking so hazy. Um, the other thing I do not like is I do not like the building mechanics. The building mechanics are not snapping in like Valheim does. Like I was trying to build something without a platform immediately, and it just would not let me do it. I was trying to build stuff up against the walls of that church there, and it just would not do allow me to snap it. The combat is pretty aggressive. Like that cow was really, really messing me up bad. I did not care for it to be beat by a cow. He's chasing me too. I was not too happy with that. Um, the other thing too is it does have a thirst and harm mechanic, which I think is a pretty nice concept. But I'm just not a big fan of games with thirst and hunger mechanics to begin with. Even if you have something to deal with it fairly early, I feel like just affects me in a negative way. Like why do we gotta have those stats? I'm not a fan of that. Other than that, I'm happy. I love the lore of RuneScape. I love seeing the wise old man and his incredible hat. I think there is a lot of depth to it when I can get into a game later. Although I'm not sure I'm gonna get into it too much. Just because of the learning curve that comes along with it. And I kind of want to wait till my friends have more stuff, and then maybe I see about getting into it again. Because there's my one of my friends. He's building a house, and he's doing pretty good. He's learning a lot quicker than I am. But like I spent 30 minutes into a house, I can't make it a little, even a little shack or anything like that. So I gotta learn how the mechanics work and how to stay out of trouble in that game. But yeah, I mainly made this video just as kind of impromptu. I wanted to talk about RuneScape Dragonwilds, my experience with it, and link it back to DBD, because everything always goes back to DBD for me. And using a boomerang killer, a goblin, I think would be a really cool killer in Dead by Daylight. But anyways, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day, and I will see you around. Bye bye.